You'll never know what I'm doing.
I mean, we literally just saw it, but
No, because I cut in, Judy. I need to watch my levels. Alex was listening to the podcast and she said, "You're loud."
I've been listening to it and you sound, I don't know what happened between like whenever we changed something, but you just been sounding so crispy. I'm like, damn, I need like to
It's because
step up
it's because you're
my.
looking at God's gift.
All right, well, welcome back to the Judy and Ryan show.
Welcome back to a conversation with Ryan and Judy. I am one of your hosts, Ryan. I'm joined by the beautiful, the queen, Judy.
Hey
We
guys,
took a couple weeks off.
we did.
So we were gonna try and because we talked about it. We
We
were gonna
did.
try and do a live one together. And then Alex got sick. Then I got sick.
Yeah.
Like I was at work let's say Friday,
Uh-huh.
and my boss was like, "Ryan, are you okay? Because the cough you have makes it sound like you're in a lot of pain." And I said, "I am in a lot of pain."
Thanks for noticing.
Thanks for reminding me that I have to come to this job in pain while I try not to be full of crippling debt. No, but like I don't know if it hit you guys in Texas, but
No.
there was like a non-COVID going around this city. Like
Hmm.
all the symptoms of it, but it wasn't actually it.
Interesting. Well,
Oh
but
wow,
now
yeah,
you're
you
over it?
seem super interested in the health of the city. Yeah, no, we're over it now.
I mean, we
I'm
were there for a while, but we didn't notice. Like, none of my family members or anything were like sick.
I think it happened. Like I think the city got sick because when did you leave?
We left right after New Year's, so that Monday.
Right. So
Hmm.
honestly, that's when it seemed like it hit right before New Year's and it
Hmm.
left about a week after New Year's. So
And then isn't there like this weird cool down over there or raining? I don't know.
oh yeah, it's been raining.
I don't
It's been
know.
raining a lot.
Okay.
I don't know what kind of cool down global warming you're talking about, but
Um, it's 80 degrees here today, so it's been miserable. I hate
oh,
it. How is
you
it?
wait, you hate that it's 80 degrees?
I want it to be cold. I don't
Oh, she
like when
makes her
it's
first
hot.
appearance. What was that?
Oh, yes,
37 seconds in, ladies and gentlemen. Wild Alex makes an appearance.
in her natural habitat.
In her natural, she got mad at me earlier because I said that she looks kind of homeless. And it's because she has the hoodie on, but like she has nicer sweats. So that's why
Okay,
she kind of.
kind of.
And she was
Not
all like,
fully.
I don't appreciate. I don't know why she's Russian now, but
Always a different accent
that's,
with her.
yeah, because look, man,
The
look,
consistency.
when you
What we
come
strive for.
to when you come to conversation with Ryan and Judy, you realize that I'm trying to stall so I can think of an impressionist. I can't think of a single fucking impressionist right now. Whatever. You don't come here for the impressions. You come here for the fun, the
Yeah.
goofs, the gaffs.
Yeah. But she doesn't have her bun in today. She just has a low pony, I see.
I know
She's not
she's not.
Lupita
She's not.
today.
She's not full of pita. Nope.
Hmm. All right. Oh well. It's okay.
But yeah, so we were supposed to get together. We got sick, and then last week there was a bunch of stuff going on. And we were just like, yeah, no.
Yeah, I worked all of last week from home after we got back from our trip. That trip was exhausting, let me just tell you. I mean, you were right. Remember how we were talking about like spending all that time with like my parents? I'm like, damn, I was ready to go after like day three.
I told you it's a whole different thing when you move out,
I
move
was like,
out.
wow, like all right, guys. I'm kind of over it.
Yeah, I'm kind of done with you saying, "Oh, we should do it this at this time." No, I'm an adult. I do what
Yeah.
I want. I'm the Lord.
Oh, we're bringing that back into the new year still.
Oh, come
Got
on,
it.
man.
As you should.
Oh, don't worry. When it's I'm gonna
Lord
do
Clown Boy
oh,
exists. Let's
I'm
continue.
a I'm gonna go pre crazy no, not pre crazy because he was always pretty crazy. I'm gonna go pre mid 2000s Kanye, right? So we're going early 2000s Kanye. I don't know why I had to say pre.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say I'm gonna wait and I'm gonna let you say what you gotta say. But don't worry, when it's my turn, I have a lot to talk about. So, yes, the Lord will be staying,
Good.
and not
Good.
just Lord Clown Boy, but Lord Ryan.
Is that your portrait photo? If we just take a screenshot
That's my thirst trap.
okay.
What's that?
Is that what you said to Alex?
No, I'm
That's
not
our
allowed to
contact photo for
show.
you.
I'm not allowed to show on here what I send to Alex.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Don't do
Yeah.
that.
Look, it's not, don't act like that, okay? We all do it. We all do stuff like that. You got to keep it fresh. You got to
Gotta
keep
keep
the
exciting.
relationship
Exactly.
spicy,
You're
okay?
right. You're right.
Nothing worse than a vanilla relationship. Ugh,
I just saw your dog walk by. Is
I
he
know.
wearing something?
Yeah, he has pajamas.
Okay, I'm like, wait, I thought Thor had all this
We
fur. What was
we
that?
dyed him different colors.
You shaved him down or something. My God.
No, no. My mom bought some pajamas for him for Christmas, and that dog loves them.
I love
He
it. I love it.
does not take them off. So lovely. Now Alex is in the midst of like going pajama shopping for the dog.
Oh, I understand. I bought Rocket some hoodies for Christmas, so and
Mm.
it's so adorable and he
Yeah, it's
loves it.
cute, but it's like, come on, man. It's not, these not people.
But I told you, I don't know if I said that in the previous episode, but one of my Christmas gift to my husband and Rocket, we had matching hoodie.
Is it a hoodie that your husband likes to wear?
Yeah, but
Okay.
although
Because that would be
it's
a really
I
shit
know.
gift. Here's this powder
We're
pink
all
hoodie.
no, it's actually I wish I had it. It's in the closet, but it's very thick, and so it's too hot for us to wear out here. And I'm like, well,
Oh, that's why you're upset about the 80-degree weather?
yeah, I can't wear my hoodies, and I had to like bring out like some of my spring work clothes to wear this week because it's been so warm. But what can I do?
No, it's been raining and hailing over here.
Okay,
So yeah, the weather has been nuts.
crazy, crazy weather. I
Working
mean,
in insurance is real fun right now.
oh, I bet. So when we were driving out there, there was like that what's they call it? The vortex winter storm that was happening from like the Midwest coming down to Texas. So we had to drive in that, right? We got to uh we got to Amarillo. It was 9 degrees in Amarillo. My husband's wearing like his shirt and sweats and like slides. I'm like, bro, it is cold as hell out here.
Your
It was
husband's a
wild.
real man.
It's crazy.
He's
It's
he's a real man. He's just
not,
like,
yeah,
nah. Winter doesn't really exist until it's negative degrees.
and I'm over here like, can you put a sweater on before you get sick? Like, what's happening here?
I
That
don't
was,
need no damn sweater. What am I, sissy?
but driving in that was crazy. And then on our way back home, there was like a little snowstorm somewhere in between Arizona and Albuquerque. Or sorry, Arizona and New Mexico. Wild, crazy snowstorm, but it was fun times.
Good.
Global warming, and now we're here 80 degrees in Texas. So
Hey, look, man. I'm just happy to have some kind of weather. The only thing that sucks about the rain for me is that I've grown up in Vegas pretty much, my whole life. So when it's gray, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
I'm just so used to the sunshine and everything. But other than that, I love it when it rains. The only
I
thing that
love
sucks is that it was cold rain.
Yeah.
If I was 80-degree rain, I'd be like, let's go.
But it was like 50 degrees and rainy, so
Oh, if we were lucky,
yeah.
because remember hailing over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, it
So
does
if it's
hail.
hailing, it's got it's close. It's like I don't know, probably 40, let's say high 40s, and then with the wind chill. So
Hmm.
who am I, a meteorologist? Tonight on News 3. Now I want to do like a whole thing. I'm trying to calm down because I'm going to
No,
do a whole
I know
thing.
we got more things to. We have a lot of catching up
But
to do.
there's a cold front coming in. All right. So
Why?
how were the holidays?
Holidays were fun. Christmas with the family was great. It was nice seeing all of, my family together and everyone's healthy, doing well, just enjoying it.
Okay, like stop telling the boring parts. Like what entertaining happened during the holidays? Yeah, of course.
Let me
Nobody's
talk
gonna
about
be
my
like,
family
hey,
first.
how was your Christmas holiday? Oh, well, Dad got caught cheating with the neighbor, so it was awkward at dinner. But we made no, come on. Like, what happened? Well, did you get caught fucking?
No,
No,
told you no.
no,
Never get
never.
caught. Never get caught. What you talking about? But let me just
Okay,
say,
question,
yeah,
question.
yes.
How many times did you and your husband do any kind of sexual act while at your parents' house?
How many days did we stay there? Sorry.
Wow, y'all were on that holiday mode.
What? It's exciting to me. Like,
Really? It's like you're back in high school.
like, oh, you gotta like,
Oh,
sneak it
I
around.
would have gotten in trouble if there was a boy in here before, but now you're allowed, but still. Woo.
Okay, so in the previous episode, you asked like, how do you like people, like how do you know you're not caught text, whatever? And I was like, oh, they go to work. But my dad was off all week.
Wow, and you were still just hammering away.
You know,
Wow.
you know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever.
But okay, so
If they catch me, they want a grandchild anyway. So
exactly, I don't know. Like either
they hitting you with that too, huh?
oh yeah. Every time I talk to my
Oh,
mom or like my dad always asks like every freaking weekend,
do an
like
impression of your parents asking you about that, please.
um well they ask in Tagalog. I don't know how to kind of
Yeah,
like
you
I
do. You know how to do it
no,
in
I'm not. I
English.
don't
You're just scared.
yeah,
Do
no
it. Come
in
on.
English. My
Yeah.
parents don't have an accent like the way you portray them in your
What are
accent.
they? They're not first generation? Are they second gen?
No, they are. They're first gen. I'm just
Okay, so they
saying, like
got a bit of an accent. Yeah, they're not the fucking over cartoonish dumbass version that I do, but they got an accent. Come on, come on, do it. Do the thing.
no, no, no,
Do the
no.
thing. Come on.
Let me just talk
Duty.
about the fun things. No,
The people want you to do the thing.
I don't want to do the thing.
Ugh, god damn it.
You
Fine.
could do
The
the
only
thing.
reason
Do it. Because I know you want to.
no, I don't. I want you to do it. I think it would be funny to hear someone who could probably do the impression well to do it. But you're not
I
having
know.
any fun
I
with
don't do
uh,
impressions like that.
whatever. Okay, I get it. You're too cool. You're too cool.
Anyways,
I'm Lord Clown Boy, just here to make everyone like giggle with the antics, and you're all like the straight like Ryan. Come on, we gotta get back on track. It's not really cool right now. Okay.
anyways, back on track, right? Um, we I hadn't been to I've never been to the Neon Museum out there,
Oh,
the
really?
Boneyard. Never. Like, I mean, even when I lived there, never gone, but we got to go and it was a lot of fun.
It is. I love that
It's
place.
so pretty. I was like,
I've been a
oh.
couple times.
Hmm.
One time was when they did the who is the Edward
Tim
Scissorhands
Burton, yes.
director? Yes, they did a Tim Burton thing. That was I went into it with bad expectations
Okay.
because the way it was promoted to me was that it was going to be Tim Burton, like stuff from his movies. Like I
Okay.
love Mars Attacks. Uh,
Beetlejuice.
I do love Beetlejuice. I
Oh,
was gonna say, and that's it. But no, there's a couple. Oh, Batman Returns. Like I appreciate his aesthetic, right? Oh,
okay.
fucking Nightmare Before Christmas,
Yeah.
right? So I appreciate the aesthetic. But this was more like his original works. It was like an actual like, oh, you want Tim Burton's actual art, like you're a fan of Tim Burton. Hey, me.
You're like, no, no.
Nah.
I'm not here for
So,
that.
but but it was cool. You know, it was nice. It was a fun thing. But no, the Neon Boneyard, if you're not aware, it's basically all these old signs from
hmm
Vegas, these hotel and casinos that they no longer need these neon signs, and they've been most of them. Well, no, not most of them. Uh, a majority of them have been restored to
Yes.
a way where they can function and show you. Not all of them, obviously.
Not all, but
But just to be able to walk around and see the history and even the creativity of some of these lights is really amazing.
it was great. I was like, wow. And then you see some that like, you grew up seeing. And I was like, oh, I remember when that was up and now it's not there. Or I remember when that casino was that casino type thing. And like, that
Mm-hmm.
was really neat.
There's a lot of change that have happened over these years. Getting old, Judy.
I know we really are. And now we're in a brand new year and just continue getting older.
That's okay. I'm getting better. Like,
I think me
really?
too.
So, did you have other stuff to say? Because and I say that, that sounded rude. You're gonna
No,
have to
I
deal.
mean, that was it.
But
That's Vegas was
uh,
great, but
well, no, I just because I was about to start and I don't want to feel like you got cut off. That's all.
like, okay, I'll circle back like after the
Yeah,
half.
like I go on a 45-minute thing. We have to go to the next segment. And hey, there's a man.
Oh
You
wait,
can't hear
like, are
me.
you wearing shorts?
Nope, just dick swinging, acting like he's at your dad's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not talking about that
Sorry.
right now.
Sorry. Okay, yes. Please tell me.
So before, sorry, I'm so distracted by the level of manliness. Like, I feel like I gotta like do some push-ups or something right now. Shit. Okay. We'll
Okay.
start again. There,
Yeah.
snap. Okay, I pop the knuckles. That's manly. There we go.
There you
That's
go.
rugged.
Yeah, crack the neck a little bit.
Meanwhile, I just realized I'm in a fucking sweatshirt. The one thing he was like, I don't need to wear that shit.
It's 80
Uh,
degrees out here. I told you. Well, I mean,
no,
not
you
right now,
said it
but
was in
still.
Amarillo. It was cold.
In Amarillo, it was
That's what
nice.
I'm saying. Is
Yeah.
that I'm wearing the thing that proved he
Didn't
was a man
need.
was like, I'm not gonna wear.
No, shoes? What?
Oh, come on. Well,
Sorry, continue.
shoes are only necessary because the establishment, okay?
Okay.
It's funny if you don't think about it. Anyway, so well, yeah, right before New Year's, I got into a really bad headspace.
Oh, okay.
Why? Couldn't tell you. It was just like, it's like my brain every so often has this lever and it's like, oh, things have been going so good for you, things are going really good. That's not going to work, buddy.
Seasonal
That
depression.
right. It's not just seasonal depression. No, because I've heard of that, but this is
hmm
like,
It's a real
this is
thing.
something that is it's a repeat offender. Like this is something that I deal with or that I have dealt with on and off every couple of months, right? Because seasonal depression is supposed to happen like once, maybe twice a year,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
This
During
is
the
something
colder
that is
months.
yeah, this is something that would happen to me. It didn't matter if it was cold, if it was hot, if it was raining, if like it
Wait,
just would happen.
is this kind of similar to when we stopped recording on our first show and everyone just kind of was like, "Hey, is Ryan good after that
So
little snippet he did?"
same type of headspace, different
Yeah.
reasoning, right?
Okay. Fair.
Back then I was just burnt out from everything, from the scheduling to the just not being happy in life and all this other, like that was like I'm depressed because
Right. Yeah.
and right, this
Yeah.
what's been happening to me over the last couple of years is like I'm so used to being down on myself and I'm
Mm,
so used to things not going the way that I would want them to go and all of these things that at any time uh things would go well, I would in the back of my head just be like, you know that you're going to fuck this up somehow. You know that at some point you're going to do something and this is all going to come crumbling down, right?
hmm
And that was what I would be dealing with.
Yeah.
And then there was a tipping point at work that left me almost shattered because, and by shattered I just mean like I, to me it's a very very big deal if I end up crying at work, okay?
hmm
And something happened at work. I'll share the story, don't worry. But something happened at work that like I went back to my desk and I turned and I work in a corner, right? So I turned so no one can see me and I'm just like right? Oh, look, your husband pops out. Right as I tell that part, your husband pops out. Pussy.
Stop.
So what happened was I work with this girl and this is the job that I'm at, just for the backstory on it. I used to work there a while back. I tried to do something else and then I came back.
hmm
And when I came back, obviously things were different. People were in different positions, had more responsibility, and she was one of them. And so we're talking, we're conversing. And when I first came back, I felt, I don't want to say a wall, but I felt like a push, you know?
hmm
Like there was tension is the best way to put it.
Right.
And over the course of the last, 6 months that I've been there, that has dissipated. We're good, blah, blah. So I'm talking to her in this like fragile state. And
Yeah.
I'm talking to her and I go, "Oh, I'm just so glad about blah, 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 because I swear to God, I thought you hated me." And she said, without missing a beat, "Oh, I used to." And she didn't mean it like in a bad way, right? It's just
hmm
she's sassy. So that's what that is. She's like,
Right.
"Oh, I used to." And I go, "What?" She's like, "Yeah, you just like there were days when you were just no." And I'm like, "Well, what did I do?" And she did unknowingly, she did this thing with her eyes where like they like kind of like her eyes rolled up kind of.
hmm
To me it looked like a android that was accessing every bank of its memory, right?
Okay.
And so she
Yeah.
does that and she just goes, "So many things." Right? And I'm just
Damn.
I was,
Bitch,
oh,
bitch, tell me how you really feel then.
right. And like and then she goes into, she's being nice, of course, right? And she just, so she goes into the whole thing. But you know what? That's why I always judge people on who they are, not who they've been, all this stuff, blah, 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 blah. Because you never know what they're going through then compared to what they might have been going through or whatever, you know? All the things that you would hope someone who you have not been the best version of yourself around would hope to say, right?
Right. Yeah.
But I heard that, and I'm already, like I said, I'm in this mode where I'm already thinking to myself, "You're not a good person. You're not going to ever do anything. You're bad."
hmm
And then this person, even though she's telling me this in the nicest possible way and trying to be as nice about it as possible, all I can hear is the negativity. So I spent the next couple days just quiet,
hmm
not talking to anyone. Alex got a little freaked out, understandably, right?
Yeah.
And then finally, I did something that people have told me helps with depression a great deal. I'm not going to say exactly what it was because they're not exactly legal
Okay, fair.
here. They are legal in California. They are legal as of now for medical use at the very least in Colorado. Um, that's honestly, that's more than enough information as to what they were.
Okay.
And then I did this, and it was so incredible what happened. Because for whatever reason, it allowed my brain to put everything in perspective and understand that I do deserve to have good things if I work for it, that I do have enough talent to get the things that I want. And not just by means of selling insurance, but by doing anything that I want to do.
Right.
And there was other things that incorporated, but that was the crux of it, right? Where I've been a big promoter of being nice to yourself and self-help therapy like that. But I've never really believed it when I was telling myself. I've tried to. I would say that I'm going to keep doing this until I break the habit and whatever, but I was never really able to do that until I had this help.
Right.
And since then, it's been opening me up to so many things. And I realized I was living a lot through fear. And the thing that people don't realize about fear, you do once you think about it, but if fear paralyzes you. You know, like, yeah, we see in horror movies, and you run off. But no,
Right.
really, when you're scared, it keeps you stuck. So if you're mentally scared of something, you just get stuck at where you are in life. You get stuck if you're upset or an angry person or in your job, whatever. You don't feel the passion or the need or whatever to keep progressing, to keep making yourself better.
hmm
And I got tired of living through fear. And that was one of the biggest things that this brought out for me. And I am not going to do that anymore. So since then, I have been feeling so good. I
Yeah.
I honestly this I'm going to peel back the curtain real quick.
Okay. Okay.
So, for anyone who doesn't know, this thing that you see on the podcast is a bit of a hybrid, right? It's me, but it's me cranked up to like 7. It's me cranked up to like, I don't know, 13, right?
Yeah.
But this me is really fucking cool. I really like this me. I think a lot of people like this me. So now I'm being this version of myself, maybe not cranked up to 13, but I'm more of this version all the time. I'm tired of feeling like when someone gives me a compliment that I have to be fucking humble about it. No, if you fucking came out of nowhere to say that I say something good about me, I'm just gonna be like, yeah, of course. Thank you. You say thank you. Don't be a dick. But
Yeah.
no, it's
Say
like,
thank you.
yeah, there's a reason that you said that. And it's not because I've been fucking planting seeds this whole time. It's because you see what I can do.
Right.
And so that's what I'm saying. Like, I am just, I've lived in that place of fear and humility to a fault
Yeah.
and all these things for so long that I'm not doing that anymore. And
Good. I'm
this is a
glad.
year, this is a year of hitting goals. This is a year of bringing back friendships. This is a year of doing all these things. I had a long
Woo.
conversation with my friend Damien, and he's like
Aw,
the greatest.
Damien.
Yeah, he's like the greatest person ever. I could talk about him for 8 years, but I told him, I was like, look, man, I haven't hung out with you much, not because I don't like you. It's because we had some stuff happen in our past, like everyone, right?
Right. Yeah.
And I was like, I'm afraid that if I do something again, I'll lose your friendship. And you're such an amazing person. I cannot lose your friendship. But I also told him that I realized that if I do something and he's not willing to be my friend still, that's fine. That's how life has to go, but it doesn't do either of us anything to, stay stagnant as far as, everything. And that was me living through fear. So I'm just it feels like a weight's been lifted off me.
That's good.
It, it feels like a
Like you feel
door has
lighter.
opened.
Right.
Yeah, no, I just like I do feel lighter, right? But it just it feels I feel more this is a fucking male complex. I feel more powerful, right? I
Yeah.
feel like I
I mean,
have the
there's nothing wrong with
power.
that.
No, I get that, but I'm saying like for you, I feel lighter and dainty and happy, but for a guy that I feel powerful. I smash things with my ginormous manhood. Um, but no, like I feel like I have the power to dictate how I feel about things, and I shouldn't feel upset about that. I shouldn't feel less than for that. So, but no, I've had a lot. I've had a lot of thinking, and it's been really, really cool. And I'm excited to see what this year brings.
Well,
So
I'm excited, so excited, but I think we have to talk about it on the
I
next
was
show. On the next show. I'm like, I hope Brian finishes and not like this thing cuts him off. Like,
not the next show, the next segment.
sorry, the next segment, not the next show. The next
All right,
segment.
well, coming
Yeah.
back, we'll talk about more stuff right here
Yes.
on Conversation with
Judy and
Bam!
Ryan.
First bam of the year. Bam!
Oh,
Conversation
damn.
with Judy and Ryan.
I thought we were leaving the band behind. Okay, see you then.
Don't leave the band behind. Welcome back to a conversation with Ryan and Judy. we had a little, whatever. We had a conversation.
I'm here to correct you.
It's fine. It is the name of the show, and honestly, that's actually a good way to bring up this next thing. I really should know what the name of it is, considering the fact that I have felt so good about everything and been on this hype train. We are officially on Apple Podcasts.
Are we really?
We are officially on Amazon Podcasts.
Oh, Amazon.
We are. We're on Stitcher.
Oh, he got money.
So the only we trying.
No, wait, you remember that video, right?
Which video?
Where it was like it's with Quinta God, what is her last name? Quinta from she was like on BuzzFeed and now she's on Abbott Elementary.
Okay. Well,
anyways.
I stopped watching BuzzFeed like decades ago.
When all the good people left. But okay, sorry, just before we get to
before the Try Guys got in trouble for cheating. I'll put it that way.
Only one Try Guy. Let's just
only one. The Family Man.
We're looking at you, Ned Fulmer.
Wow, way to dox somebody. Jeez.
No, okay, so there's this video with Quinta, and she's like at the movie theater, and her date was like, "Oh, do you want anything?" He's like, "Oh, you want large popcorn? You want candies? You want this?" And she's like, "Oh, he got money." So that's where it comes from. But anyways,
okay,
continue on. We're on Stitcher.
I'm not saying this to be fun. What was I talking about?
We were on. You're listing all the podcast or platforms that we are now streaming.
The only one that we're not on is just because our platform doesn't distribute it. Is like iHeart.
Oh,
but we are. But we're on all the big ones. We're on Google. We're on Spotify. We're on Apple, Stitcher, Amazon. And obviously you can always listen to us on YouTube.
Yes. Now I'm about to look us up. I don't use Apple Podcasts, but I would like to see it on him.
Well, because you use Spotify, right?
I use Spotify. Okay. Yeah.
Hey, wherever you want to listen,
Oh, there we are. That's what you guys were there. Oh, that's stupid. Oh, damn. Oh, that was our old podcast. Oh,
yeah. I don't know how they got connected, but they're both there somehow.
No, I think that so the last time I opened my Apple Podcast was July 8, 2019. What? Or is that when the episode dropped? I don't
I
know.
think that's when the episode dropped. But either way,
Either way.
either
Anyways.
way.
Oh,
But
yay,
yeah, so
exciting.
I've been on a kick. I've been feeling good. I've been doing stuff.
I know
So
you were doing so well, and then I dropped the ball in like uploading our last episode. I didn't upload that till about 3 weeks after we
yeah,
recorded
but
it.
honestly, that worked out because we went on hiatus
We
anyway.
did.
Unknown it was gonna be, but we
Yeah,
took a hiatus. So
it was
oh
good.
yeah, Alex was listening to the show. She's basically become a little producer for the
Oh,
show,
okay. Okay.
right? And so she has
Yes.
some notes.
Oh, I like
She
notes.
has some
Okay.
notes about some things that we talked about and then never brought up again.
Oh, that sounds like us.
It does, you know. If you come to this show for one thing, it's consistency. Okay.
We are
Um,
consistently inconsistent, so.
she said she's LOL. I'm watching the show and there are things you guys say you're gonna talk about, and then this part's in all caps. Then you don't. So I will be mentioning them here.
Okay, okay. Maybe
Uh,
we can put a close on these topics that we have we're gonna
so
talk
yes,
about.
we'll be able to for sure. Because the first one, I checked it out before the show. I can't tell any difference, so I'm not going to try and get you to tell any difference with
Mhm.
that pretty filter
Oh,
on the Zoom pretty filter. Like I was
yeah,
messing with it like
yeah.
for a good 5-10 minutes
I couldn't
before.
find it, so
Well, you do it. So I don't think it. I don't know. This is great, entertaining stuff right
I know
now.
people are like
Oh,
listening.
okay. So you go into video settings. So you see the little see where it says stop video and there's a little arrow.
Yes,
So you click the arrow, not the
yes,
stop video,
yeah,
but
yeah,
the
yeah. I'm
arrow.
there. I'm there.
And then you go to video.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, maybe it's not
Video
video.
settings,
Where's
video
videos?
filter.
Wait, see. Oh yeah, yeah. No. So you're on video, and then it says my video, and then there's that thing that says touch up my appearance. No, nothing.
Oh, I see it. Okay, touch up my appearance. Does it work? I'm fucking.
Podcasting for boomers.
Oh, I can kind of see it. It kind of blurs a little, but
Right, but
not
it
enough
didn't,
to. Yeah,
especially with the way I got the fancy ring light,
you
and the
do.
only thing I noticed with it is it made my beard look weird. That's the only thing I noticed.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
that one check.
Check.
All right,
Thanks, Alex.
next.
Love.
Let's see.
Wait, did she catch the where you're like trying to blur not blur censor your son's name and then you say it like next episode very
No,
freely
because whatchamacallit, she doesn't care about that. She just cares about things that we,
that we just us
yeah, that we say
in
we're gonna
general.
do and then we never do.
Okay.
Um, Judy, did you ever end up playing Animal Crossing?
Nope.
That's why we didn't talk about it because never did it.
Never did it. Also,
Follow up question: how's the island?
I think okay, so we had turned it on and my husband went to go, well, he went to play my character and she had like those little roaches in her house, you know. I'm like, damn it. But the thing is, the last time I logged in was winter time and it's now winter time again. So it's like nothing ever happened, but we haven't even made it down.
It's like you time
abandoned.
traveling.
Yeah, it's like nothing ever went wrong. But I gotta go see because the way I had built our island is I have my house like secluded on top of a hill, far away from all the neighbors. So we have to make it down to the main area where all the neighbors are to see who's still there and who hasn't left us.
Yeah, I'm so
But
glad that she had us talking about this. This is great.
love,
This
I
is
love Animal Crossing.
this is the
Okay, maybe I
greatest.
should make that my resolution to actually play.
Oh yeah. That'll get the numbers up.
Yes, yes, we'll report back.
Don't don't take feet pics. Just go on Animal Crossing. All right, that's all the notes that she gave me. I'm sure more will come along.
There's a few more things that I remember. Like, okay, so in our last episode, I said we were going to listen to the emojis in the car. Didn't do that.
Oh yeah, you didn't do any of that?
No, I forgot about it.
Ah.
Sorry, but you know, it happens.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Anything else was there something I was supposed to do?
um no, I don't think
No.
so. I just
Okay.
listened to our last episode, so
All right.
we're good. We're good on that end. So
Let's see. I think that's really all she said about stuff that we admit. I'm sure there'll be more notes because she's now that she started, she's like combing through the podcast. She's
well, I
just
hope she
like
notices we get better as we
she's
progress through these weeks.
she's like one of those YouTube videos where like I watched WandaVision in 0.75 speed, and this is what I came up with.
Okay.
You haven't seen any of those? Like so they can find
No,
all the Easter eggs?
no.
Oh no, you're a fucking nerd, Ryan. No. Okay. Football's been crazy.
Sorry.
No,
My
it's
husband
okay.
peeked
Like,
in and you
no,
weren't looking. You
look,
didn't
this
see
is
him.
this is episode 12.
He was waving.
This is episode 12, and my significant other has been running rampant in this bitch. So it's only fair that when yours finally makes an appearance, that he takes over. It really is only fair.
Totally fair.
The
Totally
only
fair.
issue is next time, can you get him to show a little less skin, please? Because I am feeling very overmatched. Okay. I don't need to be looking at all that beef.
He's a beefcake. What can I say?
Oh, God. This is just you being all
Anyways,
fucking sexed up still from your vacation whoring.
my vacation whoring.
Yeah. I had sex at my parents' house
I love
every
that.
day.
Vacation whoring. Could be a new thing
Are you going to
every
patent that
vacation.
now?
Yeah.
You're going to put on a t-shirt?
Our second merch idea, um, next to Lord Clown Boy shirt. Vacation whoring.
I'm going to let that one slide. I'm going to let that one slide.
I remember these things, but yes, I did want to talk about football and how it just ended, right? The regular
The regular
season just
season.
ended. My team, unfortunately,
Who's your team?
I still claim them, the
Who?
Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, you mean the team that lost to the third string quarterback?
Fucking yes, that who like they didn't just lose. I mean, it was a little embarrassing, all
I was
right.
watching that game, and the biggest issue I had is what is the strength of the offense
And,
this year,
it was the running game.
right?
Yes.
They abandoned, and I don't get me wrong, I get that they fell down very early
Yes.
in the score, but they abandoned the run. It seemed like halfway through the first quarter.
Yes, they did. After
You know?
Dak threw that pick six, which he could have done it twice, honestly.
Yeah. Right. And that's the thing is like, don't get me wrong, I understand we live in this world of NFL where it's more wide open. The quarterback has so much effect, but please let's not act like a strong running game is not going to open up passing lanes, is not
Right.
going to give the defense just that more to look at.
Yeah.
And for you to I haven't looked at the stats. This is just for me watching the game,
Mhm.
right?
hmm
But for you to not utilize those two guys,
Yes. At all.
it's not like you were resting them.
No,
It's not like you
no.
were resting the team.
They played the whole game. All of them.
That honestly, but here's the thing though. The only reason that I have zero hope for the Cowboys is simply because they have to go to Tampa Bay.
Yep.
If they didn't have to, if they went anywhere else, I would have a glimmer of hope. But something, call it Tom Brady cooking or just Cowboy history or whatever, something tells me the fact that they have to go into
Yep.
Tom's hometown for, football purposes,
Right.
it's just not going to end well for them.
It's not. And Tom Brady has never lost to the Cowboys.
That to me, I know that that's like a big deal or whatever.
I guess.
Yeah, to me, that's just one of those things that like, that's cool how that happened.
Right. And then there's like this whole all of the Cowboy analysts or whatever they're called are like, oh, well, the Cowboys never lost twice in a row this season, blah, blah. I'm like, really, bros?
Yeah.
No, that's not,
Uh,
that's not a real
I
thing.
th-
Like,
I think that at the end of the season, you're gonna have a new head coach,
I hope so.
and his name's gonna be Dan Quinn.
Really?
So
I mean,
here's
I
here's
would
my
love Dan Quinn, but
here's my
really?
thought process on it, right?
Okay.
Because right now the big name is Sean Payton. Everybody's talking about Sean Payton,
Yeah,
right?
right.
I don't know if someone of Peyton's stature goes and plays for or coaches for someone like Jerry Jones,
Right.
who is so involved, right? Like nothing against him. I actually really love Jerry Jones and everything that he does for the sport, but he is very, very involved in his team. And I think someone like Sean Payton is going to want a little more control over stuff.
Right. And he was there before, so he
Well, no, but
knows.
that's why I think that everybody thinks that he would want to go because he's
Mhm.
been there before. He's a Texas guy, all that stuff,
Right, right.
and that's why I do think Jerry would want him. Jura, is it
Ugh.
Jerry or Jura? What should I do? Is it did we say?
I think you're like one of the first few people who's like, I actually like him and what he does, but
I'm not a Cowboys fan, so that's why.
yeah.
If you're not a Cowboys fan, woo, he is solid television. Um, so I don't so because of that, I then look around and yes, it's one of 32 jobs that hundreds or thousands of people inside of that field would die for. And then if you opened up to the rest of the world, hundreds of thousands or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But looking at all the candidates out there, we already know he's got a big old chub for Dan Quinn.
Hmm.
We already know that he likes to hire from within, a la Pat Garrett, right? So that's what I think. I think what happens is it's very similar to Pat Garrett's ascension to head coach. And I get it, two different people. Garrett was also homegrown. He was there forever. I get all that,
Wait,
but
did you say his first name is Pat?
isn't it's not Pat Garrett?
No.
What is it? Jason. Pat Garrett's the fucking
I'm
cowboy.
here thinking, I
Pow!
was like, who the fuck is Pat Garrett?
It's the guy who killed Billy the Kid.
I had
You
no
don't
idea.
know?
No,
Go watch a fucking movie, Judy.
I'm sorry. I
Go
don't
watch
know.
Young Guns. I'm not even telling you to go watch a doc. Just go watch Emilio Estevez shoot some people. Pre-Mighty Ducks.
Anyways,
Side
okay.
note. Side note. I swear to God. And I love him. He is just one of the most family man looking actors. Emilio Estevez really thought he could be a fucking action star. Okay,
He
you go
did.
look at his movies. He
He
was up
did
there with
think
Tom
he
Cruise.
did. He really did.
Oh,
Especially in that 80s genre.
yes.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry.
Okay,
Going
sorry.
back to
Jason.
Jason.
Yes. Who was there
Jason was
forever.
homegrown. He was there forever. He used to be the core. I get all that. It's not a 1-to-1, but we've seen that Jerry likes DQ. We see that the defense has really ascended. Now there's been a lot of holes the last 6 weeks, let's say,
Yeah.
right?
Lots. I mean, yeah, they've kind of they reached a peak
Huh.
and now they kind of
But then the other thing is DQ, Dan Quinn, might get a offer to be a coach, right?
yeah, right.
And Jerry might specifically just say no and pay him as much money as possible to stay,
Right.
right? And at that point, you're essentially, even if McCarthy is on staff still, you're essentially making DQ the head coach. Like, let's be honest, right? Well, you're gonna pay McCarthy $1 more?
Ugh,
I'm in charge because I make the money,
God. Yeah.
right?
Mm.
So that's what I'm saying. So I think a lot of stuff and who knows? Like, I don't have any real connections. I don't like. I haven't talked to anyone in any teams or honestly anyone in general. Right? Like, this is just me watching the game, being like, it'd
Right.
be fucking funny.
Yeah. Coming up with your own scenarios, just sitting on
Yeah,
the couch like,
but
eh.
it's going to be such an interesting off season because
I'm excited for it.
not only do you have the Cowboys and whatever will happen with them, you
Hmm.
also have the Chargers because Staley's hot seat is very high,
Hmm.
especially, God forbid, he loses this game. I get that it's an away game or whatever, but let's be real. We walked into this season thinking that the Chargers were, let's say, top five talent wise.
Yes.
Maybe not a top five team, but
Right.
top five as far as all the talent on that roster.
Yes.
And so you can make an excuse that you don't get the first place in the division because you're there with the Chiefs, right?
Right. Hmm.
But if you then also go out in the first round to the Jaguars,
Yeah.
you know,
Oh.
so there's that. Denver. I mean, that is the most intriguing. And I'm not saying intriguing like, oh, it'd be fun to solve this. No, it's just intriguing on what kind of person would be like, I could turn. Oh, big
You
stretch.
saw it? I'm like, watch it. What's he doing? Oh, no.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
gonna
he's
sleep right here.
flopped out.
I want to be with my mommy.
What a baby.
Where's my sweatshirt?
I know he's naked. Oh,
Denver's really interesting because you do have look, I'm willing to say that Russell Wilson had a bad year with everything going on.
hmm.
So I'm willing to say that he could have a rebound year is my point.
Okay.
But that's why I say it's intriguing because you're really not sure what you'll be getting into.
Right.
Um
Which Russell Wilson are we gonna get next year?
yeah. The
Will we
one
get Russell
job
Wilson back
the
next
one
year?
job I would not want, no matter what, no matter how much they pay, Arizona.
I was going to say
Yeah.
Arizona. Hmm.
Like, what are the bright sides? I got an old team, I got a cheap owner, I got a maybe dynamic quarterback, but like me personally,
Maybe.
me personally, I've never liked Kyler.
I neither mind.
I think he's an amazing athlete. I think that if this was flag football, he would be the greatest player of all time. Maybe. You know why I say maybe? Because he went down on a non-contact injury.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So, and then like I said a couple weeks ago when it happened, we don't know if he's gonna come back and be 100% himself. And he is the size. Oh yeah, crack that neck, girl.
Oh God, that felt so
Pop
good.
them
Oh.
joints. He is the kind of athlete that, with his size, he needs to be at 100%. He needs to be the best athlete on the field to be
Hmm.
effective.
Yes.
Right. So we'll see.
We'll see. And
You know?
isn't like Hops leaving, or there were
Oh yeah, so I've heard a lot of trade rumors.
rumors,
Those broke.
trade
The
rumors?
rumors broke today. We'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
I think honestly, it'd be really cool to see him go to, even though I don't want anything good to happen to this franchise, it would be interesting to see him go to Cleveland because of the connection
Cleveland.
with the quarterback,
Oh,
right?
oh, yeah, I forgot. I was like, wait, who was their
Yeah,
QB
so
there?
that's why I don't want anything good to happen to that franchise because of
No,
that.
no.
But it'd be interesting to see that connection back together.
Yeah.
Or you know where he really needs to go? Fuck all the bullshit. Get D Hop in Green Bay. Okay?
But
They
that's if,
have
like, who's their QB?
this is so stupid. Okay. If Aaron Rodgers retires,
Yeah,
that's okay. That's different.
right.
I don't think he's gonna retire. Oh, look.
I know. I see him.
Pajamas. I got pajamas on. So if he retires,
Right.
that's yeah.
Different
But
story. Yes, yeah.
He's got like what 50, 60 million still on that deal.
I have no idea.
I think he comes back this season. I think the only way he is not on Green Bay is if the team doesn't want him. Because here's the thing, he spent 10 weeks with a broken thumb. Like, I get that he still had some great games in there and he's Aaron Rodgers and we forget all this stuff. He broke his thumb when he went to London and he played
Oh,
with a
yes, he
broken
did.
thumb
Yes.
in his throwing hand for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And my point in saying all that
I forgot
is
about
that I think when he's back to 100% and he's thinking over the year and he's thinking, man, Christian Watson was looking good. Man, Aaron Jones is a beast. Man, our defense can come back a little bit. Oh, what? We might be able to get D-Hop? I think all these things make him go,
it.
my legacy needs another Super Bowl.
Hmm.
And I think with all these pieces, he may just convince himself to come back. Like, I'm not, because we saw him in that final game. Was it against the Jets?
Just this last game?
Yeah.
No, it was against the Lions.
Lions. I apologize. We saw him in his final game against the Lions. And obviously, there was a lot of emotion. There's been all this rhetoric about him retiring, all this stuff.
Right.
It'd be one thing if he was going into this season with 1 year left on his deal or no years left on his deal.
Right.
He
Yeah.
got 2 years left. He saw how awesome Christian Watson was playing. I forget his first name, but Dobbs, the other receiver, when he was healthy, was looking real good.
Mm-hmm.
You tell me if you can get another receiver in there, especially on the level of a D-Hop,
Right.
you know?
You get a real wide receiver one.
Yeah, I mean, and
Yeah.
look, that's Devontae. He had a masterful season. I mean, that's also another thing. Maybe A-Rod goes to Oakland,
Oh.
bring back that
Oh,
dynamic
yeah.
duo, you know? So
Mhm.
it's going to be very interesting.
interesting.
But that's what I'm saying. I don't think Aaron retires. I think the only way he is not back on the team is if the team doesn't want him.
Right. Makes sense.
Right. Yeah. Because I think once he gets 3 or 4 months off, he gets his hand is feeling better. He realizes what he could still put some zip on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll
Man, watch tomorrow. I would like to announce
Retire.
he goes on the Pat McAfee show next week. And I'd like to announce this is my official retirement. The game has been great to me, and I just want to leave it while I could still be great playing it, motherfucker.
I would hope that would happen before our next episode.
Oh man. Why? So you can do why? So you could be like, I just want to have Ryan right here. I want to say, I'm retired. I'm not retiring.
He's not. Yes,
Oh.
exactly it. It was just so funny. So I didn't finish that Sunday night game with the Packers and the Lions, but I was watching all of the post game interviews with that they do on the field. I was just cracking up when the Lions coach, Dan Campbell, was like, the lady was like, "Oh, what motivated you guys to, come out here and play knowing that you're already out of playoff contention?" And he just straight up
because of my
says,
team.
Yes.
Sorry, I had to.
Yes, but so he just basically is like, "Well, we didn't want to see them go." And I was like, that's the real answer.
No, I mean, like, that's the thing about Dan. Look,
I love him.
I used to think he was all rah and no acumen.
Mm-hmm.
But then they had a couple of I don't want to say play calls, but just like coaching decisions.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the end of the game when they decided not to take a penalty because it would have given them more time to it would have given the Packers more time to try and make a comeback. So they denied taking the penalty so the clock would keep running.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You start doing that and you already have one of the best offensive, and I'm not just saying from a player perspective, but from a scheme perspective, the way that they are playing, and you have the talent, and all you have to do is bust up your defense a little bit next year. Like that team's going to be scary.
Yeah.
That actually, if I was Aaron Rodgers, I'm looking at the Lions, I'm looking at the Vikings, and I'm like, fuck, maybe I do need to pull a Brady. Get out of here for a year. come back in a
Maybe.
couple and like do an overnight so I can retire with the team. So
Yeah,
I'm very
but
okay.
very exciting.
Do this real quick. We now know who is in the playoffs. We now know where they are playing.
Yes.
Give me your Super Bowl prediction and give me your Super Bowl prediction. I mean, the two teams that make it, and give me
Okay.
your Super Bowl winner out of those two teams.
All right. It pains me to say, but I do believe I don't see anybody beating the Eagles
Really?
in the NFC.
Really?
But I guess I'll have to wait to see, whatever. But okay, prediction. Sorry, just my prediction.
No, 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 you're good.
I'm going Eagles, Bills, with
Oh,
hoping, because I hate the Eagles, I would say Bills winning might be a high scoring game. Let's go like 30 to 27.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the Eagles are the one team that I'm like, my heart says go with them.
Hmm.
My heart says that. Jalen Hurts has been amazing all year. AJ Brown, that defensive
Yeah.
secondary, everything. Lane Johnson not being part of that offensive line unit
Right.
really seems to have affected them in a way. And I also understand that Jalen Hurts, when he's running as effective as he can, it opens up so many things that it changes dynamics of games. I get that.
Hmm.
But it just seems like Lane Johnson not being there has been huge. So if he doesn't play, no, I'll put that. If he does play, I'm still 50-50 on who comes out of the NFC between them and the Niners, right?
Okay. Okay.
If he doesn't play, I'm going to say the Niners. They just have so much talent around the quarterback. The
Right.
quarterback seems to be just athletic enough to be able to do that scheme very, very well. I don't want to
Hmm.
say perfectly, but like as damn near perfect as you can get it.
Yeah, and I feel like they haven't lost a step since Jimmy G felt like Jimmy G got
Exactly. I
injured.
mean,
Like
to me,
they're rolling.
no disrespect to Jimmy G, because I know he came into that position with a track record from New England. I think that Brock Purdy doing this well is such an indictment against him.
Yeah.
I think that it just shows how much of a scheme that situation really is. And if you have a little bit of accuracy and a little bit of athleticism, you're going to be
Hmm.
amazing.
Yeah, because your players around you,
Exactly. Well,
like
and
Kittle.
and you have one of, if not the best offensive minds getting everything going for you in Shanahan.
Yeah.
And he's a second generation
Right.
coach.
Yeah.
So, because I grew up watching his dad. That's how old I am. Yeah, it's gray hair. What do you expect?
Yeah.
So in the NFC, I'm going to go with the Niners.
Okay.
In the AFC, I think the Bills. I think the Bills are going to stumble. I think the DeMar
Really?
Hamlin stuff is going to like maybe they come out and do the first one big or whatever. I don't know. I'm not a big Bills guy. Also, the person on defense that they got to help them get to the Super Bowl goes out with an ACL tear. I'm not big on the Bills.
Okay.
So, as boring as it sounds, I'm gonna go with the Chiefs. I don't like you can make an argument for the Bengals,
I don't
but
think they're
like
gonna repeat to go back.
you can make an argument for the Bengals. I just like it's the Bengals. I can't.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow is legitimately top 3, top 4. I'm just off the top of my head quarterback in the league right now. So I'm
Hmm.
not saying that they don't have the capability of it. It's the Bengals. You got to prove it because when you're the Bengals, you just got to. Same thing with the Browns or the fucking Vikings or the Bills. You got to prove it before you just get shown to do it.
Right.
But yeah, so I think it's those two teams.
Okay.
And with those two teams, if Purdy makes it to the fucking Super Bowl, he's playing with house money. Like he's first round or seventh round, Mr. Relevant. I made it to the fucking Super Bowl in my rookie year.
Mr. Wasn't he the last pick in the
Mr.
NFL
Relevant.
draft?
And it pains for me to say this, but I think it just you end up having a matchup very similar to last time the Chiefs made the playoffs, in which that defense especially on the line, is so nasty that he's just running for his life all night. And when you're running for your life, you know,
Yeah.
now if any quarterback in the league can overcome that, it's Patrick Mahomes. So we'll see. Look, I like how I'm talking like these two teams made it.
Right, like it's already the weekend before Super Bowl.
uh, but yeah, so by the way, and this is something that really bugged me that is so many correspondents were doing it all week, but this is my only platform to really do it on. So for anyone listening, love and peace and nothing but well wishes to Damar Hamlin and his family and anyone really who's ever dealt with
Right.
the potential of losing someone.
Yeah.
And on that note, we're gonna wrap things up.
Yeah.
I like how every week we're like, man, we really don't have to do the whole thing. And they're like, the whole thing recording. So we love you guys. Thank you so much for listening, watching.
Yes.
Apple Podcast, Spotify, Stitcher, Google, wherever your podcasts are available. We'll see you next time on A Conversation with Ryan and Judy.
Judy and Ryan, but we'll get there someday, guys. I'll get him there someday.
You won't. Bye.
Bye.